Morning, welcome back to another video. You guessed it, we're on the banks of the mighty River Trent again. But you join me this morning in Nottinghamshire. We are just past Fiskerton, that's Fiskerton village up there. And we're heading towards, I think down towards Gunthorpe. I'm going to walk further than what I intended, or further upstream than what I intended, and see where we go. But on the way back we might have 9 special guests on the channel if I survive this bit of early jeopardy on the walk, the cow field. So yeah, as I was saying, we might have 9 special guests a little bit later on in this video, if I time it just right. But I think you might be able to guess from the thumbnail who those 9 special guests might be. But anyway, the walk. We're on the Trent Valley Way. Let's have a look down here. Yeah, we're on the Trent Valley Way, just like I say, just past Fiskerton. And the Trent this far upstream isn't your silty, wide, brown, gnarly, angry looking river that we get further downstream. It's more serene, gentle, countryside-ish, clear. It's lovely. So we're about 10-15 miles above Collingham Weir, where the tidal Trent ends. Beautiful. That's our first set of cows negotiated. Herd. A set of cows. But yeah, the river this far upstream is absolutely night and day compared to what it is further downstream. If you took a picture of the two and compared them, you'd say it was a different river. And in many ways it kind of is. Obviously this bit's not tidal. Beautiful. Beautiful. Our first stop is going to be Hazelford Lock, which is about half a mile down this way. I've never ever been this far down, or walking anyway. I kind of recall, part of me recalls fishing somewhere along here when I was a kid, and I'm talking like 30 odd years ago now. You know, when you, one of them weird memories from the middle of nowhere, from the back of your mind. One of them. Right, so this is Hazelford Weir. Across the other side, oh, I've got 2 planes. Random. But it's not random because that's a little bit of a hint of what might be coming later on. Anyway, as I was saying, but we'll see it as we get further up. Just where that building is, this side of that building, that's Hazelford Lock. So obviously the boats will go through the lock and carry on up the river. You certainly won't want to fall in it, that's for sure. But it's got a smell about it. It's a weird, I can't even describe the smell. It's a Trent smell. You know, where it's stirring the water up. If you know, you know. I think this has got to be one of the nicest or easiest, well kept kind of parts of the Trent Valley Way, because you've got this ribbon of flat without the grass. Some bits I've walked and it's been, the grass has been sort of 2, 3, 4 inches high, and you're kicking through it and it's bloody nightmare. It's just perfect. The farmers have been pumping water out the river. It's obviously been that dry this summer. But is it me, or are things starting to really turn that little bit autumnal? What's the date today? It's 21st, I think, of August. But it feels autumnal. It's kind of muggy and warm today, but some of the leaves are starting to turn, I think, earlier than normal. I don't know, it's just got that weird summer's coming to an end vibe about it. I want to get the drone out and have a bit of a film of that, but literally about 2 miles that way past them trees, it's in R.A.F. Fiskerton. It's obviously restricted flying, and it's their open day today, so we might get some aircraft action, maybe, who knows. But we'll definitely keep our eyes to the skies. And this is the ferry crossing then at Hazelford. That must be the old workings there. Cog and wire. So yeah, it's definitely eyes to the skies. I wasn't going to do this. I had this walk planned. It was on my to-do list, but not for today. And I saw something on Facebook about that open day. There'd be a few aircraft milling about. So as it's my week off and I can do what I like, a man of leisure, I thought, alright, I'll do this one today. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone. The sun's just starting to come out. In the middle of nowhere. My favourite river. I'm going to stop and have some lunch, I think. I'd love a boat, mate. That's definitely a lottery winning purchase. Buy my Porsche, make sure my daughter's sorted. I should have got that the other way around, shouldn't I, really? Make sure my daughter's sorted, buy my Porsche, boat. Narrow boat though, not a cruise, I like that. Narrow boat, just pootle around. Not live on it, just get out of the way of everything. Perfect. And we can also enjoy, if I can manage not to thorn myself to death in my shorts, the benefits of nature's pantry if I can reach. Beautiful. Absolutely perfect. I don't fancy falling in there. Not for a few blackberries. That's the kind of boat that I want. I can just see myself ambling through the countryside in one of those. So R.A.F. Fiskerton, it was opened in 1940, used by the R.A.F. in the Second World War. It was a bomber base for Wellingtons, Manchesters and the beautiful Lancaster bombers. And perhaps the base's most famous resident was Wing Commander Guy Gibson of the Dam Busters fame. He was commanding officer of 106 Squadron. Just before he was given the task of forming 617 Squadron, the Dam Busters. And now it's home to the R.A.F's gliding school. I really can't see me making Gunthorpe Lock. Gunthorpe Lock's about, I'd say about another 2 mile, maybe a little bit more. But I want to try and get back because we might have some more planes to see in a little bit. I don't even know for sure what planes are flying. I know for sure one. Can't be a helicopter now. I don't know. I think those 2 jets that we saw earlier, I think they was F-15s. I've had a quick Google. I think there was F-15s. So I don't know if any of the Typhoons are going to come over from Coningsby, or the Lancaster bomber might come over. Imagine if the Land come over, or even the Spitfires or Hurricanes. But I can definitely hear an helicopter. But anyway, I'm diverging from the beautiful River Trent, which is absolutely gleaming now. The sun's just shining on it. And if it weren't for them planes, it'd be absolutely as peaceful as you like. I do believe we've got a Spitfire. Not much you can say to that really, is there? Gives you goosebumps, things like that. Beautiful. I can hear that coming a mile off. I'm not sure what this is here. 2 like stone plinths. What's this for? Oh wow. The memorials to 2 Lancaster crews. Memory of the crew of Lancaster Mark III, LM 308, 29th of January 1945. Memory of crew of Lancaster Mark III, JB 125, 12th of January 1945. How evocative is that? We're looking at these Lancaster memorials. We've got a Spitfire. I'm going to have to look at these. I didn't know nothing about these. Whether 2 Lancs have crashed here, I don't know. We'll have to investigate that. Look at the ages though. 19, 20. Well, I've made a decision. As you might have noticed, I'm heading back the way we just came. I'm never going to make Gunthorpe Lock. Never going to make Gunthorpe Lock in time, so I spent too much time gawping at things and talking nonsense as usual. So we'll have to attack that last little bit another day. Look at that, B-17. piece of kit. What a machine them things are, Typhoons. Some skills them pilot, honestly I think ringing in my ears, so loud. But it's gone up and it's disappeared. Wow, what a piece. Are you enjoying this as much as me? I hope you are. It's those 9 special guests I told you about. There they are. Don't worry, it's still a hiking and camping channel, don't worry. We've not suddenly switched to aviation and stuff. But what a spectacle that is, red arrows. We are so lucky to have them based in Lincolnshire at Waddington, so lucky. And we're so bloody proud of them as well. But it's one of them, you know, we've all seen them on the telly, we've probably all seen them doing a display, but no matter how many times you see them, it never fails to put a smile on your face. Amazing skills, amazing. I was talking earlier about the colours of some of these trees. It's like autumn's about a fortnight early. Some of them just starting to get the yellows and oranges. I've still got another 10 days of August yet. Is it because I've had such a dry summer? I don't know. Nothing says a River Trent walk more than a pair of clapping gates. Finger breakers. Right, I'm going to wrap this one up here. I've survived the trip back through the car field. So I'm having a conflab about something in that corner. I'm about a quarter of an hour away from the car. But more importantly, I'm about 5 minutes away from the pub in Fiskerton, where I shall be stopping for some tea and a well-earned pint. So thanks for sticking with me on this one. I didn't start from where I wanted to start from, I didn't finish where I wanted to finish, but it's the bit in the middle that's important. I've had such a good time. Spent some time alongside the river. Obviously, I knew the red hours were going to be up, so I wanted to kind of finish in that area. Everything else has been a bonus. Bonus pigeon. Anyway, for me and the serene, beautiful, wonderful, mega River Trent, remember to keep talking, and I'll see you all very soon, wherever that may be.